What is up, my friends? Welcome back here to another Call of Dragons. In today's video, we're going to give you the best way to start Call of Dragons. We have a series of upgrade priorities that I'm going to recommend to you guys. And by the way, we're going to be using this template guide that the COD guide have created for us. If you guys are looking for a text guide, you guys can definitely look at COD guide. In this page, you can see this is the Call of Dragons upgrade priority. So my name is Shinchi42. If you guys like Call of Dragons content, consider subscribing with your notifications turned on so that you are going to get notified whenever we upload Call of Dragons videos. Now, also, we have a Discord channel, so make sure to check down in the description for the Discord link. You can join our Discord community, Shinchi42, so you guys can have some discussion there, get your dragon roll so that you can communicate with fellow Call of Dragons players. So, our first thing to talk about in here is the starting faction. So, the starting faction that we would definitely recommend is the League of Order. So, if you look into the League of Order in here, as you're starting into the game, you're going to be choosing faction. You have three choices. You either choose Spring Wardens, League of Order, or Wilderburg. Now, I actually have a best faction video, so make sure to check that out. I'll put a card up here so that you guys can reference it to that video and you actually get more in-depth details about the factions of Call of Dragons. Now, one thing that we would recommend for you with the current state of Call of Dragons to start off is using the League of Order. In Season 1, League of Order is something that is really going to benefit you as you are trying to grow. This League of Order will have Waldir as a starting hero, which is a very good AoE hero in here, and it runs magic units. Now, with this faction, you're going to get Legion magic defense plus 3%, but the biggest thing in here why we would want to recommend this is that overall gather speed is plus 10%, plus the workhorses in here increases the load capacity. So that means whenever you have your workhorses and you're gathering resources outside, you have more load to carry to bring back into your base, and you can basically gather more resources in that sense. And you can complete those resource tiles because you'll have more load capacity as well. So the best starting faction is the League of Orders or choosing into the human race. Now let's talk about the building priority. For the building priority, we want to focus on rushing, all right? You want to rush into getting City Hall 25 or the Hall 25. As you can see, I have my Wilder Hall into level 24 at this point. The Wilder Hall will increase your capacity for your Legion capacity. And you can see here, Legion capacity, additional capacity, and also let us have more Q. So if you think about farming, right, when you first start into the game, you only have one queue. You can only pretty much farm with one march out there. But as you reach level 22, you can then have 5 marches out there that can be sent out. That therefore, you're going to be able to farm a lot more in that process. Now, the City Hall also provides a lot of power as you power this up in here. The next thing is to look into the Alliance Center. Now, the Alliance Center is where you are going to be able to join alliances. So as soon as you build the Alliance Center, try to join an alliance right away. With that being said, whenever you have the Alliance Center, you are going to get some help from members. So if you try to upgrade like a building or research, you are going to be able to get some help. As you can see, as you increase the level, you also increase the help chances, and it will reduce about 1% each time. So it's also, if you have your policies in here, when you do some research here, you can also get help where the research can be completed faster. So basically, the biggest thing that I will recommend for you here to do is work on your City Hall. So it will have prerequisite in here, requirements. You just got to keep on cycling through the requirements in here and keep on going with that. So let's say I need to work on my wall. I need to focus on getting my wall up. I need to get to the Shaman Hut. I need to get my Shaman Hut up then. So that's something that you need to do. So as well as here, Alliance Market. I'm trying to get up my Alliance Market. So just do the prerequisite. You just cycle through that. But one thing that I would tell you is a combination that you should always do is every time that you upgrade your City Hall, is that you upgrade your Alliance Center. Because as soon as you do that, you're getting, more helps, meaning you're also going to reduce the time to complete the task that you're doing as you're upgrading research or building. So in here on the website, you can definitely see that there are Hall of Order requirements in here, upgrading requirements. You can see, so it gives you a good detail on what are the prerequisites in here that what you need to do. But really, the best thing that I recommend for you is really just focus on to upgrading this, and you don't also have to upgrade all of your resources in here. So let's say you have 4 of the foundry, right? You only really need 1 of them to be at the high level to, complete the prerequisite. So as you can see, 1 is like level 14 for me, 1 is level 10. There's no really high priority for that. Another thing that is quite important, I would say, if something that you need to work on with like more consistently, is your hospital. The hospital will allow you to increase your daily free healing and as well as your daily resource healing. So upgrade your hospital for them. I would say try to get them, all of them as high as possible as you can. As you can see, I have a level 16, I have a level 23, I have a level 18, and I have a level 18 in here. So I'm trying to work them up in here. The hospital also gives a lot of power, and there, you also have 4 of them to boost up power for your account. Now, let's talk about your VIP or into the metal store here in Bazaar. So you can see my membership level is level 11, and I'm getting 1 legendary from here. So we recommend that you at least, at the very minimum, use your gems or rush into it to get into level 4, because in level 4 and level 5, you're actually getting epic tokens in here. Now, another stop is to try to reach level 8, because in level 8, not only you start to get legendary tokens in here, you're also going to be able to unlock your second research queue permanently. Now, once you can try to move forward, getting into level 9 is also great, because you're going to be able to get CP recovery, which you can kill more Darklings and Dark Creatures or Darkling Fortress. And in terms for that, you're going to be able to get more XP, Arcane Dust, and also you get some resources as well from that as well. So it is very important that you work onto your CP recovery right away as well, because as you know, with this game, you kind of have to work on your hero XP as well. Having that CP allows you to get more hero XP, because remember, with the hero levels, also every season it will reset. So CP is very important in this game. So if you're not aware what CP does, this is basically an action point. You will use your CP to attack Darklings or Dark Creatures, basically used to attack Dark Forces, and it recovers slowly over time, as you can see. If you have negative CP, you must recover CP before attacking Dark Forces. So what are these Dark Forces? They're going to be basically the NPC creatures out there that you can basically kill and get loots out of. Now, let's talk about technology in here. So there's a few things that are very important that I'm going to give you and highlight in here. In this website, it also tells you to work on architecture scholarship. So if you don't know what that is, it is in the economic tree. The architecture will help you to reduce any building speed. The architecture will reduce the building time needed. So as you can see, I have 15% in here. And then you also have the scholarship. So this is going to increase my speed basically for research for 10%. Basically reducing the amount of time needed to complete a certain research. So there is level 1 and level 2 for that one. As you can see in here, I have scholarship level 9 here. And you should also work onto your gathering tree as well to farm faster in the game. And while you're doing all of this as well, and remember, if you're able to increase your VIP, you can have 2 research queue. You can also work on your military technology. So as you can see, very simple detail in here: conscription 1, conscription 2, minimum to get to T5. So try to get to the bare minimum if you can. For now, like, I'm stuck in T4. I've been working on majority of them, working on to trying to get into T5. So just work on them. So I'm pretty much ready to unlock this. So you can see I'm ready to unlock my T5 for my satyr witches in here. So you need to get level 10 for each of these. And then you need to have level 25 for the research center. Also for the wolf riders, I'm ready for that as well. So just do the bare minimum to get them unlocked, and you should be also working on the economic tree. Most likely, you're not going to unlock the T5 in season 1. So focusing onto the economic tree is also great. Another thing that I'm going to give you guys, something that is very important to work on, is like military leadership, hero XP bonus. You'll need this moving from season 1 to season 2, because you're gonna, commanders are gonna reset. You need XP to recover fast, and you need to rank up your or level up your heroes as fast as you can. So working onto those hero XP bonus, and as well as some of the peacekeeping damage as well, is going to greatly help you to get your levels up for your heroes. And then next thing that I would say that is very important in here is going to be the stamina and the breath control. And I've mentioned earlier how important it is to work onto your CP. Now the max CP is great, so whenever you're asleep and your CP recovery gets full, this increases the maximum capacity, so you can definitely restore more out of it. And then this one is going to be the recovery rate. As you can see, I have it at 5%. As you can see, I'm working on my stamina here, and as well as my CP recovery. Now, if you want to see information on your CP recovery rate, you can also go to the City Hall in here. Click that, go to the economic buff, and then we can search for CP. My max CP is plus 520. My CP recovery rate is 24%. So you can see my current max CP total is 1,720. So make sure to check your current CP and let us know in the comment section what is your max CP. Now let's talk about the heroes here in Call of Dragons and what are the heroes that you should be working on. Initially, you definitely need to start working on your gatherers in here. So I have my gatherer here, Chakcha. I have Kella. I am also working on Pan. I'm also trying to get in this eventually worked up in here as well. I'll summon this one when I have the extra fund to buy the pop-up bundle as well for this one. But working on your gatherer commanders is definitely going to be very helpful. And then the next thing is you want to work on the PvE commanders as well. So definitely working on my gatherer heroes is definitely very helpful because it's going to help you farm resources a lot faster, and you can upgrade more buildings and research as well. Now the next thing that you want to work on is PvE. Now as I've been playing this game so far, initially I really liked the mage since I bought Lilia. But one thing that I noticed in the game is that the marksman is really, really good on PvE scenarios, like when you're doing behemoth raids. So I've seen a lot of players really using Guanwin. So working on Guanwin is definitely something that you can do for PvE and as well as in PvP. It will help you out in here. Another hero that you can definitely get is Waldir, which we've seen a lot. You can get Alistair if you are working on to that cavalry march. Craig is also a great marksman. Eliana, you can also get her from like the events in here and you can max her out. This is a great peacekeeping hero. Bakar is a great tank. So if you're trying to have a tank here in your setup, then definitely work on Bakar. Now, if you're working onto the legendary heroes in here, if you're a spender, you can get Lilia. She's very strong. Bekshi is strong as well. You can get Emery's. And also, I would say Nika is really good for infantry, and as well as Nico for marksman. So when I've been seeing players doing Guanwin and Nico, they really are ranking pretty high in the behemoth damage ranking in there. So that's something that you can work on. Garwood is okay. I'm not so sure about Garwood. It could be a auxiliary hero that you can get eventually. Madeline is great. Very strong as well, and they've also increased the Madeline's maximum capacity of Legion in here, which is 15,000, which is insane. And we can also have Hosk, Kinara, and Valen for other commanders in here. And I think we're gonna definitely make a separate video on more details about the heroes in Call of Dragons. Now, as you guys are playing into the game, I would really recommend that you guys work onto your Dragon Trails right away. Because in the Dragon Trails, as you can see, we are going to be able to loot XP. We also get to get Dragon Glass, when we also get Prestige. Now, the Dragon Glass is where you can use to store and to buy this in this token. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to buy in this in here. So that allows you to get a free legendary hero in Call of Dragons, and you also get XP, which is really great. The XP will help you to level up your heroes here in Call of Dragons. So try to get this done as soon as you can. And I believe this is going to reset every season, so you might want to keep on doing this. I don't know if it's going to be stronger each time or it's going to be the same level, but try to do them right away just so you can produce your prestige points. Now, once you have worked onto your Dragon Trails, now you're going to work onto your policies in here. Now, my biggest advice for you guys in here in the policies as you guys are upgrading is to upgrade your military expansion right away. Do it as soon as you can. do focus on the military expansion so you can bring out more marches in the field. You can also gather with more marches as well. Now, in the season 1, I'm going to tell you guys is to don't do what I did, which is a huge mistake. When I started here, I focused onto the resource healing, focus onto the daily free healing in here. Do the free healing in here, and then maybe one part of it you can do resource healing, but I would say the free healing is so worth it. You don't have to consume resources, and you can focus onto your resources on upgrading your buildings and research. So that's something that I recommend for you guys to do, especially in the early stage. You don't have a lot of resources, so work on that. As you can see what I'm doing in here, you just need to work on specific things in here, like, you know, getting your war studies, get your XP bonus right away, because in the early stage you're going to be grinding for XP because you want as many heroes out there to have high levels so you can use it for combat right away. And you also get arcane dust to upgrade your artifacts as well. So with that being said, we've given you guys in here some great details on how to start in Call of Dragons and what are the upgrade priorities that you guys should be doing here in Call of Dragons. So if you guys ever need some help, make sure to comment down in the comment section. I know it can be like overwhelming at first, but I'm telling you guys right now, this is really a very easy game to get into. This is actually a pretty cool setup. So make sure to check out our content, because we're creating regular Call of Dragons guides, and as well as check out COD that guide for more text guide. So with that being said, if you guys like this video, consider pressing like onto the video and supporting me as a content creator here, and as well as subscribing and turn your notification on. Anyway, my friends in Call of Dragons, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys again next time.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel